Do you know that daily physical activity improves children's health and fitness, lowers their risk for obesity and type 2 diabetes, and also improves attention spans and academic performance? Oddly, a 2013 web article from USA Today states that since 2001, 44% of schools report cutting time from their physical education programs. The percentage of inactive youth has been at an increase and continues to show an upward trend. At the same time, the obesity rate amongst children has increased drastically. There is no denying that inactivity is a major contributor to the issue. Research indicates that there are many benefits to children engaging in regular physical activity because it improves children's overall physical health and enhances their cognitive health, therefore raising their academic achievements. Today we will be discussing the benefits that physical activity has on our children. First, we will discuss the result that physical activity has on children's bodily health. Then, we will discuss the benefits it has on their cognitive health, including the effects that research shows physical activity has on students' academic achievements. First, and probably the most obvious of the outcomes that physical activity has on human beings, is the improvement on physical health. According to the Center of Disease Control website in an article from 2014, regular physical activity in childhood and adolescence improves strength and endurance, helps build healthy bones and muscles, helps control weight, reduces anxiety and stress, increases self-esteem, and may improve blood pressure and cholesterol levels. There is no question that there are many health benefits to being active. As stated in a web article from kidshealth.com in 2012, endurance is developed when kids regularly engage in aerobic activity. During aerobic exercise, the heart beats faster and a person breathes harder. When done regularly and for extended periods of time, aerobic activity strengthens the heart and improves the body's ability to deliver oxygen to all of its cells. Childhood obesity has also become a major problem in the United States, and there is no doubt that physical inactivity plays a major role in its rise. Coincidentally, the percentage of inactive youth is also increasing. If I could direct your focus to this graph here, you will see that the percentage of inactive youth is on a rise. Retrieved from the Fit America website, this table shows the changes in percentage of inactive youth from 2007 to 2014. As you can see, between those years, the percentage of inactive youth aged from 6 to 12 years old has gone from 15% to 19.5%. For teens aged 13 to 17, inactivity has also risen from 17 to 20%. As a result of being inactive, children can become overweight quite easily. According to a recent article published this year in the Center of Disease Control and Prevention website, being considered obese or overweight is a consequence of too little calories being exhausted compared to the calories that are consumed. In other words, children are eating more calories than they are burning up with physical activity. Simply by engaging in daily physical activity, children can avoid being overweight, therefore avoiding many complications that being overweight can bring. This includes low self-esteem, a higher risk for cardiovascular problems, elevated blood pressure, as well as joint and bone problems. There's no denying that regular physical activity benefits children's bodily health. Next, I would like to discuss the impact that physical activity has on our youth's cognitive development, including the effect on their academic achievements. Because many of our schools have cut physical education from their curriculum, our children are suffering the consequences, not only with their physical health, but with cognitive development. According to a web article written by Dr. Joseph Mercola titled Kids Get Smarter Just from Exercising, exercise encourages the brain to work at an optimal capacity by causing nerve cells to multiply, therefore strengthening their interconnections and protecting them from damage. In addition, exercise protects the brain by producing nerve-ending compounds, generating an increased flow of blood to the brain, and by improving the growth and survival of neurons. A study conducted by the University of Illinois in 2014 that was reported by Gretchen Reynolds in October of 2014 emphasizes the prominence of physical activity for children's mental well-being and growth. To conduct the study, 220 students between the ages of 8 and 9 years old were chosen and taken in for testing of their aerobic fitness as well as their current executive functioning, or their ability to impose order on their thinking. The group was then divided so half of the students could serve as a control group. The kids in the exercise group were picked up every day after school and taken to the university campus where they participated in various exercises, many which simulated kids' play, for about 70 minutes a day. They were equipped with heart monitors and pedometers for evaluation, and the program lasted the entire school year. At the end of the program, all of the 220 students returned to repeat the physical and cognitive test. According to Reynolds, as would have been expected, the children in the exercise group were now more physically fit. They also displayed substantial improvements in their scores on each of the tests of executive function. They were better at attentional inhibition, which is the ability to block out irrelevant information and concentrate at the task at hand, and had heightened abilities to toggle between cognitive tasks. From this evidence, as well as many other studies that have been conducted, it is clear to see that keeping kids active is a fantastic way to boost their academics. Dr. Mercola also explains in his web article that there have been studies that show that after 30 minutes of intense physical activity, such as using a treadmill, children answer problems up to 10% more accurately. In conclusion, although there have been drastic cuts to physical education in our schools and children do not seem to be getting adequate physical activity, parents can take it upon themselves to do something about it. Not only can you urge schools to require physical education, but encouraging your children to be active every day can make a big change. This doesn't mean they need to go to a gym or use a treadmill, but encouraging a simple game of tag, a bike ride, or enrolling your kids in a sport team would be a great start. Now that we know that physical activity is extremely valuable to our children's bodies and brains, and of course is just as valuable to ourselves, let's get moving.